Hi, I'm Robin Rodmark, and thanks for tuning in to another installment of Sports with Robin. The Atlanta Braves are off to a hot start in the regular season with a record of 8-1. They are on a 5-game winning streak and undefeated on the road as they sit at the top of their division in the National League East. However, the Washington Nationals are hot on their trail, being only a game and a half back. There's been a lot of interest as to whether or not the Braves can return to the playoffs this year. Um, with the loss of future Hall of Famer Chipper Jones, who's been with the Braves ever since the beginning of his career in 93, excuse me. The 1999 National League MVP retired last year with a 303 batting average, 468 homers, and 2,726 hits, and a championship in 1995, according to Major League Baseball. Jones led the Braves to the playoffs again last year in 2012, but their playoff hopes were stopped short in the National League wildcard game due to some controversial calls and a 3-run deficit, which led to their loss 6-3 to the St. Louis Cardinals, who ultimately lost to the San Francisco Giants in the National League Championship Series. However, there were some major trades that have brought a lot of new talent to Atlanta Braves. One of those is utility player Martin Prado, who was traded to Arizona Diamondbacks for outfielder Justin Upton and third baseman Chris Johnson, according to MLB. And they also got BJ Upton, who's a utility player, but he's in the Braves farm system. So we'll see how that pans out. The Atlanta Braves still have a lot of injuries that continue to play their offense. One of these is Brian McCann, their catcher. The Braves' slugging catcher still battles a shoulder injury and will be sorely missing a lineup and behind the plate. However, he didn't do too well last year. He only batted in the 230s, which is a lot lower than his usual 300 batting average. But again, he had a lot of injuries that plagued him last year. So he's expected to return by late May. So fans still remain positive. There's Brian McCain who will be returning, and there are new additions and talent in the farm system. Some good things. Dan Uggla, Jason Hayward, and Freddie Freeman, all stars, should be returning, or should give Braves the spark they need to return to the postseason. So we'll see how that works out. And like I said, they're off to a great start, but it is only April and we have a long way to go until October when the playoffs start for Major League Baseball. So I want to ask you what you think, if you think the Braves can return to the playoffs, and maybe even if they can win it all in the World Series. So I'll ask you that, and if you'll put your comments in the comment box on YouTube, I want to hear what you have to say. So again, I'm Robin Rodmark, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.